Hi there, it's me again, your Lavanya. We are going to talk about the basics of Saivam in the second part. We have already seen the three elements that is very important in Saiva Siddhantham. Now we are going to talk about our leaders. So, who are our leaders? We classify our leaders under two classifications, two categories. One is Samaya Kuravar, which literally means they sang a lot of nice verses on God and they grew this particular Saivam. And the other one is based on a particular lineage. So there is a Guru Sishya Parampara, which is basically a Guru disciple relationship, and that is called as Sandana Kuravar. So we are going to talk about two lineages that we need to worship on a regular basis. So the first relationship or the first classification we are going to talk about is Samaya Kuravar. Kuravar literally means teacher, literally means guru. So Samaya Kuravar means someone who gave us the knowledge about this particular, as I said earlier itself, Saivam is not a religion, it's a philosophy. So someone who had given us the philosophies behind Saivam is called as Samaya Kuravar. And they have written a lot of holy hymns on Lord Shiva. There are four such great saints and they are called as Thiru ஞான Sambandar, Thiru Navukku Arasar, Nambi Aarurar and Manika Vasagar. These are the four saints. Now let's look at a brief history about these four Samaya Kuravar. When you talk about Samaya Kuravar, it also means no one is a guru for another person. All four of them were from different locations. Most of them have not even seen one another. They are from different time also. Except the first two gurus who are Thiruஞான Sambandar and Thirunavukarasar, they had met each other, but other than that, Nambi Aarurar and Manika Vasagar have not even met the others, or they have met themselves as well. Now, another understanding we need to have is the four gurus, they took only one single path, which is to visit all the holy shrines, the temples, sing hymns on Lord Shiva in that particular temple. All four of them did the same. Thiru ஞான Sambandar, the youngest of all, he was born in Sirhari, a place in Tamil Nadu, and he was self-realized when he was 2 to 3 years old. Unbelievable, isn't it? Yes, we do have our guru who is literally a child. Now, what happened with him? He was born in a Brahmin family and his dad wanted to go and have his bath and at the same time finish his morning rituals. The kid, who was a very small boy, also wanted to accompany his father. So the father took along the son and then he made the son sit near the basically they usually take a bath in a pond, right? So he made the son sit by the side of the pond, and then when he just went into the water to do his ritual, suddenly the small little boy started crying, calling them as Amma and Appa, which literally means mother and father, looking at the temple, not at the water. Lord Shiva and his consort Parvati directly came down and they fed the baby, and the baby got the entire knowledge after having the milk rice. We call it as the milk rice, and after having the milk from the god directly, the baby got the knowledge. He started singing a lot of holy hymns on Lord Shiva. As of today, If you want to really admire the beauty of Tamil, trust me, the only thing that you have to look up for is Thiruñana Sambandhar's hymns. He had literally played with Tamil. It will be a feast for all the Tamil grads and the Tamil aspirants. It's such a beautiful verse. Trust me, you have to read it to understand it. You have to read it to fall in love in Tamil. That's the first guru. He sang a lot of holy hymns, and one more thing is he did a lot of miraculous behaviors and all these, which we will talk about it slowly one by one. And what happened after that was he slowly gave us a lot of hymns which can relieve us from this suffering. So he is our first guru, called as Thiruñana Sambandhar, and he attained God's God's feet when he was almost like 16 to 17 years old, young boy though. Our second guru, Arasar, quite old, so we call him Appar. Appar means dad, so we call him as Appar in a gratitude as well. His life is very interesting as well. He was born in a farmer's family, and he had one sister. Mom and dad passed away when he was young, and the sister lost her would-be as well. So those days, even if the would-be was dead, the ladies were taking up the widowship. So she took the widowship and she just let her life for her brother. Thirunavukarusar got a little bit fed up with what is happening around him, so he chose the path of a different religion. He was there for almost 40-50 years by when he realized that was not his life journey. So he turned back again to Saivam. He came here when he was almost 60 to 70 years old, and he contributed a lot, because due to his suffering, due to his maturity, due to his age, he did a lot of services for Lord Shiva. His holy hymns, you will literally see the kind of, because when someone goes through a lot of suffering, they will have a lot of courage. So you will still see the commitment and the courage when you're talking about Thirunavukarusar's Devarams. Such a lovely hymns he has sung as well. In Tirumurai, 1, 2 and 3 is allocated as Thiruñana Sambandhar's Devaram. 4, 5 and 6 is allocated as Thirunavukarusar Devaram. Yeah, that's a way it is taken. He was his main work, his main work was to, or I can't call it as a work, rather his main service was to clean temples, make sure that the temples are clean and not unnecessary grasses are grown, and basically he was fully focusing on those fully physical services. Also, he was traveling across to even he had traveled all the way to Kailash, and he was the only one who had crossed Tamil Nadu in the search of Kailash. Our third guru, Nambi Arurar, he was from Kailash, where he saw two girls. He just saw the two girls, that's it. Because of that, God sent him down to earth. So he came down, he married those two ladies, he had a family life in Tamil Nadu. He also took the path of Saivam. He was traveling across Tamil Nadu, various shrines, various temples, various holy places, and he sang holy hymns on Lord Shiva. One of the teenage guru that you can see. Such a loving and caring guru that you can ever think of. Due to his age, he went through a lot of sufferings, and because of the sufferings, he sang a lot of hymns even today, which stands as a remedy for our pain and our suffering. So, 7th Tirumurai is Nambi Arurar's Tirumurai. Colloquially, everyone started calling him as Sundarar, but there is no track or no history or no proof to say that his name is Sundarar, because all his hymns, all by himself, right, whatever he wrote, he never mentioned his name as Sundarar in not even one single text. And there was another guru called as Sekurar, who came in to write the history of Nambi Arurar. Even in his text, not even one single place he referred to our guru as Sundarar. So there is no proof to call him Sundarar. If we call him as Sundarar, we are referring to someone else. His name is Nambi Arurar. That is what he wanted us to call. That's why he had vouched for this name in almost all his Thevaram songs. So the third guru is Nambi Arurar, who has given us the 7th Tirumurai, quite a lot of holy hymns. He went directly to Kailash, and it is believed that God sent his white elephant to take him back. And the path that he chose was a friendly path. So if you look at it, Thiruñana Sambandar took the path of God was a father and he was a son, because he was quite young, right? So it made a lot of sense. He took the path as father son. Thirunavukarasar, quite old, so he took the relationship with God as master servant. Nambi Arurar, since he was a teenage boy, the relationship between him and God he took was friendly in nature. So you could see a lot of friendly talks, friendly way of handling stuffs and all these in his life. And the fourth guru is Manika Vasagar. He was a chief minister and in Pandya kingdom, and then he took the path of Saivam. He constructed a temple and he sang Thiruvasagam and Tiruchittrambala Kovayar. 8th Tirumurai is a great work of Manika Vasagar. He chose the path of Saivam after God directly came and gave him initiation. He took the path of guru disciple. So as I said, father son is one relationship, master servant is another relationship, friendly is another relationship, and the fourth one Manika Vasagar taught us is the guru disciple. Now, how do you want to see God? It's up to you. It's up to how we see him, right? Whether we want to see him as our dad, or we want to see him as our father, rather our master, rather a guru or a friend. The 4 gurus have shown us 4 different paths, which is going to be more easier for us to go on with their path. End of the day, what we need is happiness. End of the day, what we want is unconditional happiness, unconditional love, unconditional peace. And in order to achieve that, the only way is choose one of the path. Read, repeatedly go through, repeat the Tirumurai. Surely you will also achieve this destination. This is our destiny anyways, and we will achieve our destiny. So I am concluding the first category in Saivam, which is Samaya Kuravar. I'll come back again with Sandana Kuravar very soon. Until then, bye-bye.